On the main page of the application, you have the options to use the device either as a switcher or a remote camera source. In your mobile workflow, it is recommended that you have an iPad as the main switcher or controller device. This is the only device that you use as a switcher to control your video production, including setting up your broadcast, adding graphics, and selecting camera views. Any other devices will be used as your remote cameras. All of these devices must also be connected to the same internet network. In this session, I will introduce very briefly the main elements of the switcher's interface. For more information and detailed explanation, do check out the PixelStudio documentations. The main interface can be split into 4 quadrants. On the top half, we have 2 windows. To the left, a preview window for monitoring and control displays, and on the right, a window to show the actual live feed. On the bottom, we have our inputs and graphics library on the left, and our controls panel on the right. In our demonstration exercise, we will show how these 4 panels interact in our workflow. Next, let us talk about the interface controls. The controls to manage your production are on the top and bottom bars respectively. The home screen menu shows us our recordings or bring us back to the home screen. The information button shows us quickly the connected cameras to our switcher. These camera controls allow us to switch between the front and rear cameras or turn on the autofocus feature on our video inputs respectively. Tapping on the share button allows us to quickly share a link to our video. This bar is our audio meter and it measures the overall audio levels. Tap once on the mute button to mute all audio. Tap again to unmute. Tap on the record button to start recording. Tap again to end recording. A copy of the recording is then saved to the photos library. And over on the bottom, tapping this button toggles the preview window on and off. You can reduce or increase the size of the panels in the inputs and graphics window with this slider. Use the plus sign to add a variety of assets to the project. This includes our photo and video inputs, text and graphics such as titles and lower thirds, our logos, or multi-views. Selecting the inputs and graphics panel allows us to make changes, including copy, delete, edit, or reorder. Finally, we have the control panel with various tabs to manage and control our production workflow. The Camera and Screens tab allows us to add additional video inputs and screens. The Outputs and Destination tab allows us to choose from a list of broadcasting channels and recording modes. The Effects tab allows us to add transition effects between clips. The Camera Controls tab provides settings for camera inputs. The Audio tab monitors and provides settings to boost the audio. In the next demonstration exercise, we'll be using our devices in PixelStudio to demonstrate the entire mobile workflow.